Over the years, our commitment to this ideal has been tested. There have been dark days when our nation was unable to extend due process to all, and the basic right of freedom was taken from citizens. In spite of those regrettable days, we are today experiencing the longest uninterrupted period of stable constitutional governance in our history, banishing the specter of instability that disfigured the early years of our nation's existence. The Fourth Republic has made it possible for democracy, equality of opportunity, respect for human rights, access to justice, ideals which have stood the test of time, to find firm anchor in our body politic. If we are to achieve our aims of economic advancement and social progress, then we must all have equal access to the institutions of justice and the benefit of speedy, efficient, and fair resolution of disputes by judicial processes. I agree with the 35th President of the United States of America, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, who said, and I quote, "The rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened," unquote. We cannot be a nation where some are under the shed of freedom and justice, while others are rid of its protective shade. That is why I commend heartily the initiators and sustainers of the Justice for All program, which has seen a significant number of our citizens held on remand receive the benefit of a hearing and a resolution of their cases. Since its inception in September 2007, the program has steadily seen to the reduction of the remand population from 33% of the prison population to under 13% as of January 2018. Tonight, it is my privilege to join you to celebrate 10 years of the Justice for All program. Dedication to the cause of human rights and the concept of equality before the law have been inspiring themes of my life, and I'm delighted to recognize the success of the program and to acknowledge the contribution of the various stakeholders that have worked towards this. I'd like to extend the appreciation of a grateful nation to the Honorable Joe Gate, Member of Parliament for Isikadu, current Minister for Railways Development and former Attorney General, for initiating the program in 2007. Georgina Theodora Wood, the former Chief Justice, the 12th occupant of that office, for sustaining it by placing it directly under the office of the Chief Justice. And the current Chief Justice, Sophia Akuffo, for intensifying its operations and guiding the introduction of the first draft of the non-custodial sentencing policy bill. I thank also the chairperson, Justice C.J. Honyenuga, Justice of the Court of Appeal, for his coordination of the program. Commend the National Remand Review Task Force, which is made up of the Judicial Service, the Office of the Attorney General, the Ghana Police, the Ghana Prisons, Legal Aid, and the POS Foundation, led by Jonathan Osewusu, for its efforts to resolve the dilemma between crime control and due process, and for the effective collaboration between civil society and government on this thorny issue. It is through their efforts that Zoro Kuta, after spending 20 years on remand in Ankafo prison, Rashida Halidu, a mother who gave birth to a baby boy in Kumasi prison, and Ya Inkum, who spent 6 months in Winneba prison on a charge of threat of death resulting from his failure to pay 1 CD for Akwetesi, were able to rejoin society. Ghana is again by the program showing leadership on the continent. Indeed, some officials of sister African countries have traveled here to understudy the program with a view to its implementation back home. In November 2017, at the United Nations Universal Periodic Review of Ghana in Geneva, our nation was commended for its operation. As one author put it, and I quote, "There is no greater threat to a free and democratic nation than a government that fails to protect its citizens' freedom and liberty as aggressively as it pursues justice," unquote. Government is determined to promote the rights of all Ghanaians in the spirit of the Constitution and to work tirelessly to address the legislative and policy loopholes in the justice delivery system, ultimately to move Ghana to her desired standing, i.e., a Ghana beyond aid. I appeal to the general public to support this program. Each one of us can be exposed to injustice, and we must therefore ensure that none of us is denied speedy access to justice. The survival of this program is not for the benefit of those who are being held in prison today, but for all Ghanaians. We should all be committed to working and building a united Ghana, governed according to the rule of law, respect for individual liberties, human rights, and the principles of democratic accountability. It is a collective enterprise which should engage all our energies and talents as we seek to establish a Ghanaian civilization, the equal of any on the face of the earth. May God bless us all in our homeland, Ghana, and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.